Now the types of osmosis, that is exosmosis and endosmosis. So exosmosis and endosmosis. So in exosmosis, the exosmosis is when a cell is placed in hypertonic solution. Then hypertonic solution, that means the more concentration is there, that means the flow of the solvent particles takes place from the cell to the solution, hypertonic solution. That means the solvent particles movement is out of the cell, and because of that the cell becomes flaccid, right? Now here it is the movement of water or solvent out of the cell when cell is placed in hypertonic solution. Due to osmosis, the cell becomes flaccid, right? As if you are going to see in this diagram, suppose here is an hypertonic solution. This is hypertonic solution. Solution means more concentration is there and less concentration in the cell. So flow of water is out of the cell, takes place in the solution, right? And this becomes, the cell becomes flaccid. Cell becomes flaccid, right? And this is the exosmosis. Right? Now come to the endosmosis. So in this, when the cell is placed in hypertonic solution, then the inflow of water takes place, and because of that the cell becomes swollen, right? So here in this the outflow of water takes place. So you may write here the outflow of water from the cell, right? That is exosmosis. Now in this endosmosis, when it is the movement of solvent or the water inside the cell, means inflow of water takes place when placed in the hypertonic solution. So it is the movement of water or solvent into the cell, that is inflow of water, that is inflow of water, right? When placed in hypotonic solution, right? Due to endosmosis, the cell swells. Clear? Now, as the diagram here, I am going to draw the diagram here for the endosmosis. So it is like this. Suppose this is the hypotonic solution. It is hypotonic solution this time, right? Now the cell becomes swell, right? So this cell swells after endosmosis, right? So ingoing of water takes place, inflow of water, right? That is the flow of water is into the cell, that is endosmosis. Clear? So, and because of this the cell swells after endosmosis. This is hypotonic and this is the flow of water inside the cell. So here this is all about the exosmosis and endosmosis. Now some questions are there, right? So here are some questions. So let us start. The first question is, the system is given here, 0.1 m NaCl solution, colorless. Here 0.01 m copper sulfate solution, which is blue color. So in the given system, if the color will change of any side or not. So if we are going to observe here, this side has the less concentration, this side the more concentration, right? This side the less concentration and this side more concentration. So the flow of water takes place from less to more flow of water, right? So that means the flow of water takes place from copper sulfate solution to NaCl solution. Copper sulfate solution to NaCl solution, right? So color will not change. Color will not change because only the water movement takes place, not the movement of the ions takes place. That means the movement of Cu2 positive ion doesn't take place, and the blue color is because of the Cu2 positive ions. So not change because Cu2 positive ion not migrate. Cu2 positive ion is of blue color, right? So here only the movement of water takes place, and because the water movement takes place from the copper sulfate solution to the NaCl solution, so now the copper sulfate solution may be the dark in color because somewhat water eliminating, so that's why the color will may be somewhat dark. So but the color of CuSO4 site may become dark because of outflow of water. Right? Clear? Now the next, if more outflow of water, then it will become the dark. Otherwise, no change in color. Right? Now here the second question is, system is given. In this system, if you are going to observe, here 0.5 molar, here 0.8 molar. So here less concentration, here more concentration. So movement of water will take place from this side to this side. This movement of water. H2O. This side less concentration and this side more concentration. Right? Now, because if the given system, if the color will change of any side, no, the color will not change. Why? Because the movement of water takes place only, not of the ions. Right? So, only the movement of water takes place from Casein side to Casein solution, that is less concentrated solution. Right? To the FeCN whole twice solution. Which is high concentrated. Right? So only the movement of water takes place, only the movement of water takes place from Casein solution to the FeCN whole twice solution. So the color will not change. Right? And because the ions movement doesn't take part, that means the reaction also doesn't occur, so the color will not change. And as the ions not moving from any side, so the reaction will not occur. Thus, the color will not change. Color not change. Right? So these are the questions. Now move to the next point.